Hey guys, I've got another turn as my NatGen game. Let's see. I think it's turn 67 right now. So we're going to do turn 65, 66, and we'll see my current turn 67. Um, yeah, let's take a look at the turn. So, some interesting reading is happening here. Let's read the messages again. So Tonlipa is sending me stuff, basically because he thinks he's done. Um, which is probably accurate in his 3v1 situation against the largest nation in the game. He is bound to lose at some point. So he's sending me stuff, which is nice of him. This isn't much, but it's helpful. My guess is that he's almost capped out his research. Um, so he sends me a few researchy items. Um, and then maybe let's take a look here and see how some of these battles go. Now, I'm pretty sure this is a remote attack spell called Horror Seed. Pretty sure. And I'm going to try and fight it off with my excellent, extraordinary agility guy. So let's see, Soul Vortex, Skeletal Body. The trouble is these guys have magic attacks for 17 damage each. So they're going to hit him every time, and they're just going to explode him. And the Sword of Skeleton stuff is not going to help. Yeah. I think their magic resistance is 20. Yeah, magic resistance is 20 means that the Vine Shield's not going to hit that much either. And I'm getting a little bit of regeneration from the Soul Vortex and my natural regeneration, but it is not enough. So those monsters disappear after the remote attack event. So I'm just sending in my one guy with a script set to retreat to try and take that. I read it on top of this fort here. Pretty sure this is just PD, yeah. So he just had, this would be 1 or 2 PD, so we won't watch. He's raiding me here with a Ziemi, or a bunch of Ziemis. So these guys are massively overkill for taking province defense. Although I do have barbs, so I probably killed 1 or 2, but they pounce the commander right away. Oh, I killed 3 of them. It's interesting. I guess a size 5 really isn't that great here. I would actually keep these guys on fire probably. That might be more effective than jumping in. So I'm going to counter raid with one of these. This is going to move here because I see all this stuff coming in, so I don't know what else to do with it other than go here. This actually looks like it might be blood hunting. Lion tribe warriors. There's no blood hunters there. But the thralls, that's a lot of thralls, which suggests a lot of vampires sitting around somewhere. So I don't know quite what to think about that. We moved on to his fort, and I don't think he sent anything outside. No, he did not. And I think that's it for the actual events. So in terms of what we're preparing for, we still haven't sieged this down. So I'm just moving a whole bunch of chaff onto here. The chaff is going to be vulnerable, as we'll see in a turn or two. The siege severely damaged. Oh, severely damaged. What's stumble down passage then? The walls are critically damaged. So I was almost through. I almost had enough stuff here. Let's see how much stuff I have. 564 on a 500 wall integrity fort. So he's just got enough stuff in there that's pushing back against my siege that I can't take in a turn. But yeah, we continue to deathball. The idea of moving off here is that staying on here gives him an obvious target to work against, What if I can move off? I can evade. I see independents have this, which is fine. So I'm going to try and see that battle just to see what he brings to it. And then Dogbin is back here. But it'd be nice to see if Dogbin can move out a little bit. This is just AI controlled Dogbin. I think that's turn 65. Let's check out turn 66. Okay, turn 66. More random research stuff from Tonlepa. Cause he must be kept out on research, and he's like I'm his only like confidant in this game at this point. I think he thinks I'm stronger than Hmanbar, which is probably correct. I'd say that's probably a good assessment. I should be able to beat Hmanbar here. But I don't know if I can actually help him in the game in any way. So I don't know if it's worth him bribing me like this, but he's probably not using those items. So let's see. Dogbin is raiding out just with, this is the AI, so there's like random garbage here. Scorpion Beast. That's a thug, if I ever saw one. A thug with no paths. Non-mage thugs. Beautiful. Alright. We don't need to watch that. Yeah, so that happened. Let's see what else happened here. I counter raid. We don't need to watch this. He's like 1 PD. Then we go here. Oh, and these are the whores come in. So these belly maw whores would be another one of those remote attack spells. Yeah, scary stuff. Weakness tentacles. Lots of attacks. Doesn't really matter how much PD I have. I doubt I could kill one of these. They don't even regenerate, but yeah. Did I kill one? No, I did not. So they attack and then they disappear, and then it looks like he took possession of the province with his Frost Fiends and Fiends of Darkness. So I'm sending these guys to counter raid up here. I'm sending this guy and this guy to move up here. So this guy's going to buff Earth Power, Legions of Steel, Strength of Giants, Orb Lightning, Orb Lightning. I've got a couple of troops moving under here, so 3 exactly to do, this is going to be Earth Elementals, going to try and take this province. He took this back last turn. Oh, sorry. So he did the Horse Seed the turn before, and then he did the same trick I did, moving a commander in. Now, if I had stayed here, I would have lost this fight, would be my guess. So I just have my guy to retreat. So he was going to cast Flame Bolt on me. And if he hit me even once, I'd be dead. Of course, my guy was able to like fly in and kill him. Like if I used one of these, I could have probably taken the province with a single unit. That would have been cool. That would have been really cool. Okay, so there's just some PD here. No big deal. We're going to look at that one last because it's cool. Here, it looks like he was doing a sneak attack with his Sacreds, which is a little crazy. The trouble is I have Chaff here. This is just Chaff moving to siege. And the trouble with his troops is I don't think he has a bless, and I don't think he bothered to bless him. And my projectiles are going to do great work against Glamour, because Glamour doesn't really affect projectiles. Oh, weird. And it looks like, oh, I'm casting Web and like Tangle Vines. And I've just got a lot of archers here, so I'm going to lose my front line. But I should be able to send out enough projectiles to eliminate this. This is the PD. I don't care if I lose this. These are my good sacreds. I'd be very sad if I lost these. But that's fine. So they're routed, and they've got nowhere to go, so they die. It's actually a fairly sizable chunk of units for minimal losses on my part. Still no mage deaths. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So, on Tonlip's side, he has a nasty little mage core here. This is going to be a communion. And he's got some gems. This guy's holding a lightless lantern. That's weird. No comment about the lightless lantern. Hydromancer. That's cool. Over here, my stacks and stacks and stacks. My stuff is going to cast things, but this is a suspiciously small group of units. So we're going to watch to see what goes on. So we see Communion up with 10 slaves for 3 path boost. So Communion, Earth Power. So it's going to be a pretty sizable. The Will of the Fates means all of his troops get lucky. That's 1 earthquake. Okay, so this is his strategy. Will of Fates means his guys are lucky. So 1 in 4 chances of them dying when receiving a death blow. Like, sorry, that cannot receive luck. Let's go here. Lucky. 75% chance of not being harmed by attack that would otherwise be fatal. So that's key. Another thing you could think about is mist form, or something we could think about as mist form. So that's actually really devastating for us, and he's going to get 1 more off. Yeah. So this little play was for 2 earthquakes. That's all it was. There's a huge complex layout battle. 2 earthquakes is what that was for. Will of Fates into earthquakes. So it was a lot of gems to bring out for just that, but that's what he got. So let's look at the casualties. On my side, I lost 1 commander, no mages. I lost 324 chaff, including almost 200 long dead. So this sucks. This sucks. Because I actually need chaff. Chaff is what's going to get me through the walls, and it's going to provide the crossbow firepower, and it sucks to be losing them. So I really need to be scripting against this. I don't think I have things in place to help me against this right now. I want to get mass flight. That would help. I could do fog warriors. That could help. Will of the Fates is actually an ideal spell. I think that's an enchantment. Oh, no, maybe alteration? Sorry, alteration. Will of the Fates, yeah, level 8. So it's just because I'm behind in research is why I can't do these things. But yeah, that definitely hurt. Definitely hurt some. Thankfully, no mages lost, so we continue on our no mage spree. And he lost 3 of his maguses, magi, magus. So this would be magi, I think, plural. Sages, lost 10 of these. The hydromancer, not good losing that. And like no damage to chaff. Whereas I didn't lose my mage core, but I burnt all my gems, that's for sure. So I had to reload. Thankfully, I've been sneaking in gems on these guys to keep this all tip-topped up. So we're going to be okay for the storming. The other thing I did is by moving here, I'm pretty much guaranteeing that there's going to be only a limited number of reinforcements coming to this fight. Let's see. There was also a fight here. This is less important. He's got his big fat Mushu Sacreds, and it looks like he's already killed all the leaders here. So unfortunately, nothing interesting happens there. I wonder if his unit, Pretenders of the World, does Hmanbar have assassins? No, stealthy though. No, stealthy though. Stealthy. Stealthy. His communion slaves are stealthy. I need to remember this. Stealthy. Stealthy, 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 but no assassins. Perfect. He has spies. That's interesting. So he probably knows a little bit about me, a little bit more about me than I know about him. Also my lack of scouting. Okay. I think that's turn 66. So the news is we're going here, we're going here. So it's a lot of raiding, and we're going to take this. And this will give us these Maguses. The Magus, which we'll put into our communion for great, great benefit. Our turbo communions. All right, that's the turn. Let's actually look at the current turn. It's turn 67 here. Okay. So previous turn we had sent a bunch of nature gems to Tunlipa, like a whole stack of them. Basically, like he was giving us all the stuff, all his research items that he didn't need anymore, and we were sending him gems. So I had sent him like actually way too many gems, so he's sending some air gems back. This is astral corruption going up. My understanding of astral corruption is limited because it's never come up in a game I've played before. So the only thing I know about this is it's the big blood spell. Maybe let's read it. It's the big blood spell. Astral corruption. With an awesome sacrifice, the fabric of astral space becomes tainted with blood. All spell casting uses the tainted arcana and attracts the attention of whores. Every time a non-blood magic ritual is cast or a magic item is forged, there's a chance a whore will follow the arcane flow and attack the mage. So if I build things or cast spells like rituals that aren't blood related, I could get attacked by a whore. And I don't want that to happen to me. Yeah, we can do this. You can research. So let's watch some of the easy fights. I'm pretty sure this is just PD. Yeah, we'll check it. So Earth Power, Legions of Steel, Strength of Giants, and then he's casting Lightning Bolt because these guys are at a range. Yeah, it's just range issues. Also, he sucks at aiming. My goodness. His precision must be so low. He can't hit the broadside of a barn door. Yeah. Oh, I should really be casting aim. Maybe I'll do that on my communion. We're not going to watch this either because it's 1 PD. I'm going to raid back here. I've talked to Area about it, so it should be cool. I'm not going to go over here because province defense is quite well organized. We're staying the hell away from quite well organized. I'll go here just to check province defense levels. He's got more. Oh, he raided this back from Dogbin this turn. So we can go here and here. He's just got a naked temple sitting there. That's different. Maybe there's something there he wants. Let's have a look here. I don't think gem usage was triggered here. No, it was not. There's just a lot of summon earth power, summon storm power. Whoa. Sorry. Yeah. No, I did. Yeah, it's gem usage is triggered. And we're doing air elementals, and he's doing fire elementals. It's really good having storm up for the fire elementals, because it incurs rain. Having rain up is really good against fire magic. It's not a total counter. Like, this is why I want to cast fire resistance spells, because it doesn't actually improve fire resistance. It just makes magic worse. Oh. It makes it more tiring to cast fire magic. Oh my goodness. I'm burning through all my gems here. Howl was quite the spell. So this is definitely scripted for a bigger fight. The nice thing about Howl is it's going to wrap behind his mages, along with these air elementals. And it should prevent people from running. We'll watch these guys. Come on, wolves. Man, Howl sucks. These guys are getting away for sure. Curses. Oh, got that one maybe. Okay, well, let's have a look at the damage here. Again, not a single mage casualty on my side. So 2 of them got away. 2 novices got away. We killed an adept and 4 of these. Why is he using these? Like, I would have thought, why wouldn't he use these guys? Always. They're amazing. Why would you recruit another unit? I don't know about this. What's he recruiting instead? These guys. Does he have magic scales? He has magic scales. That might be why. It's more gold efficient that way. Let's watch this. We're avoiding watching the big battle because big battles are big. I probably didn't need this many gems. This was 15 gems I'm sinking into this province. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. There was a mage there. The shaman was casting Water Strike. And then a revenant was down here. Death 1. Death 1 was here to summon Long Dead Warriors. Long Dead Warriors? We're gonna get these. If it just costs me a Death Mage to get 2 per turn, that's like not nearly as good as this, but it's still like Death Troops. Sorry, it's still chaff, and I need chaff, so that's good. I don't think there's any action anywhere else. I'm sorry I don't have any scouting for the big battles that are occurring over here. Like, this is ridiculous. This guy's not even using these units. Yeah. Okay. Now this, maybe let's look at the casualties first. Our casualties. So we're going to lose a Sea King, which is extremely bad, especially because Astral Corruption means we won't be getting another one of these. Spreading Scions, we lose 1, and a Vampire Lord, but we're going to get that back, so I don't really count losing a Vampire Lord. Let's have a look. We'll try half speed. So as you can see, our chaff is mostly gone. We moved more chaff onto the province, but yeah, let me turn down desktop audio here. Oh, I think the balance isn't bad. Okay, so we moved more chaff onto this province, but not enough to replace our losses here. We've got our communion forming. We got storm powers up. Yeah, so Strength of Gaia has gone off, which means we're regenerating at 20%. So these guys are about to become absolutely thick boys. Natural Storm has gone off. That's good. And the Thunder Strikes are going to start up. So that's about our script. I didn't really have anything else to go. These guys are going to get Soul Vortex, I think. And then they'll be good to go. Yeah. Astral Shield, Mist Form, Reinvigoration, Regeneration, and Vulnerability. These guys are getting pretty thick. With all these buffs, they can handle getting fatigued out, taking the affliction. Life after death is something I would like. Oh, this is interesting. Blood Rain has gone off. -4 morale. You normally want to combine this with something else, but -4 morale is still a pretty big deal. Wind of Death would be a hell of a thing for it to go with. So this guy's going to die to something. Maybe a Gifts from Heaven. I wouldn't be surprised if Gifts from Heaven comes in. On his side, he's got a nice fat mage core. Let's look here. Path boost 4 with 16 slaves. That's a big communion. 16 slaves is pretty decent. He's off script now, but he's going to be casting evocations. This Wraith Lord looks like it's stuck on cast spells. No, it's just fatigued out, that's all. Okay. Let's watch to see how this guy dies. Uh-oh. He's on advanced and cast spells, isn't he? That's how he's gonna die. So the nice thing is he did get the fire resistance off on all my units. Also, this guy's looks like he's got a wooden leg. Can you wear boots? Yeah, you can wear boots on your wooden feet. That's fine. Yeah, Wraith Lord is still not entering the fight, even though he's kitted up for melee. Yeah, the Gifts from Heaven, I think, is what's going to get this guy. Trolls are routing. These guys are going to die because they're sitting inside the Soul Vortex. But this guy's not going to mind because these guys are at max fatigue. They're at max fatigue, and so it means that every time, basically every time one of their masters casts spells, they should be fatiguing out and taking damage. Yep. They're just maxed out. This troll has yet to die. Oh, so over here, this is a perfect choke here. So I'm trying to get through with my undead, which is a good place to have undead. He has got elementals blocking the way. Just perfect setup for him. Oh, here comes the troll. This guy's gonna die. Oh. The nice thing here is that these are all so bunched up. They're attracting the Gifts from Heaven. This guy still has yet to die. Both of these vampires are basically underneath the Gifts from Heaven. I would have thought he would be getting more Gifts from Heaven and just go through this. Gifts from Heaven is attracted to high hit points. So by having this cluster of units here, the Gifts from Heaven should be centered around. There he goes. He's gone now. Gifts from Heaven. Say goodbye. Alright, so let's run this out. So he does a perfect job with the choke point here, holding me back, letting his mage core like chew into me. But we finally get through. This guy still spent the entire battle fatigued out. So the fun thing about this guy is he shouldn't die from this. So he has fear and awe, which means that these guys won't be able to attack him. In fact, they're all going to run. Yeah, Hand of Death, good spell. He's got some units around him, so his soul vortex is going to be sucking up fatigue. So he's actually going to be fatigue positive. He's got an AoE weapon. He's got awe. He's got his chill aura. He's ethereal. Like, but this guy just cast Drain Life on him. So that did some damage. So Thunderstrike hits him, he's in trouble. Oh, and then one control dead cast, and he's mine. So now he's my Wraith Lord. I don't get to keep his immortality, unfortunately, because I don't control the province that he was summoned from, which is presumably Neymark's cap. But it does mean that if he dies, Neymark doesn't get him back. And that's the battle. So what kind of damage did I do to Neymark? Neymark. So an Acolyte, it's not a big deal. These add-ups are about 150, I think. These Maguses are important. Like, they're what I would use constantly if I was this nation. Like, there's so many good paths in Communion. Disciples are... Wait, is it the Maguses that I want, or the Disciples? It's the Disciples. The Maguses are from the throne. Those are what I am going to be getting. It's the Disciples that I thought were good, but he only had one. These Neymark Novices are the Fire 2s that become Fire 3s real quick, and then cast lots of evocations. Lost another 9 sages, that's too bad. This is a cap-only Astral 3 with a random that's slow to recruit. That's a big loss for him. And then the Wraith Lord, which is a good chunk of gems, I'm pretty sure. Wraith Lords are Conjuration, Under Death, Wraith Lord, Mound Fiend, Wraith Lord, 40 death gems. That's some damage. That's some damage. So, what next? He came in here with Ashen Angel to assassinate. So this is a remote attack spell. They killed my guy. I'm not going to worry about the remote attack spell. That's fine. And then I had left behind some PD basically. And this is his mage core. So he's got decay weapons, blood surge, so minor bless. He's got 2 fallen angels, which these things are terrifying. Just with armor on them, but they're going to be invulnerable, soul vortex, phoenix pyred angels. He's got a vampire lord, because that's good. And then he's got a small mage core. What's the mage core there? It's not a communion. He's got his big astral mages there. That's good for him. But it's not a communion, and there's a lot of chaff. That's interesting. So that must be here he's going for. So I need to prepare for a war here. First, let's make sure. So that's fine. I'm not doing any raiding here. These guys are going back for gems here, and then I might use them again. But I want to make sure I'm configuring my raids properly. Oh yeah, also this province might be done because of the unrest. I have so much patrol strength here, but not enough to cancel out all these blood slaves. I got like 70 blood slaves from here this turn, 72 blood slaves, which is a lot of blood slaves. Let's see here. So let's do this one. So Sabbath Master, no. We're going to assume that this guy can do Soul Vortex, Skeletal Body, and then Horde of Skeletons. and he'll be able to take this province, I hope. Um, my anticipation is that Neymar will move off it and leave 1 PD behind. Over here, we're going to do skeletal body, soul vortex. I think we're going to hold a turn, attack rear, and you're going to start in the back. Because there's a bunch of villains and light infantry here, and maybe he doesn't have a commander. Maybe that's why they didn't move last turn. So I should just be able to take them if they're just mundane with just this guy. This is a kit to kill with. The one thing he doesn't have is any protection. He's just got invulnerability. Protection against mundane attacks 25. Be nice to have some body armor, but I'm not getting any body armor because the only thing I can make is blood stuff. And for blood, the only armor is the armor of Twisting Thorns. The armor of Souls is actually really good. This would be a nice thing to have. It's expensive though, but that's good armor. Real good armor. Okay, everyone else is moving here. This guy's sneaking away. I'm going to need him to take gems next turn. We need some gems snuck in. I don't think I have any sneaky boys. This guy I need as is. Yeah, we're gonna have to clear the communion here. Because if he's foolish, he'll engage. And even if he has, like, mages from here, which I don't think he does, these mages can't move the 2 provinces. Let's see. 1, 2, no. So it's like from here to here. They could, that's only 12. But I think that there's a movement penalty for, yeah, it's 16. So it's 16 movement across the plains. So from here to here, because I control the fort, so he gets a movement penalty for that. It's Control M to turn on the map movement, by the way. So he can't reinforce here because he has, let's look here. He has units like this, which have map move. Oh, these ones have 16. Oh, he could do it. 16 map move. So this could be the big fight. So let's script like it's a big fight. So these guys are fine. So hold, stay behind troops. No. Hold or fire. Fire and keep distance. That's what you do with a bow of war. Hold, stay behind troops. That's fine. Do we need both of you? Yes, we do. Earth power, storm power, thunderstrike. Perfect. And he'll cast that against the communion. This guy can hand off some gems to this guy because he's going to do fog warriors. Storm power, earth power, fog warriors. Which is very good. Very good spell, that one. Did that go off? It must have gone off. We'll just make sure that the target can't be fired. Fog warriors did not go off. Am I miscounting my paths? That's something I usually do. Army setup. Fog warriors. Fog warriors are under air. Yeah, level 5. So he would have been 3 plus a gem. plus another gem is 4 plus the communion. So I really need to get the communion in here. This guy's sneaking out because this guy's moving in. Do I still have the communion here? Slave. 1. Shit. Slave. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have the communion. The communion, we'll just trust that the communion is going to get here. That means these guys aren't going to be slaves. They're going to cast spells. I don't think I want to waste the... Oops. Ugh, I did that here, didn't I? These guys still need to be... These are my communion slaves, so they'll stay. This guy wants to cast Marble Warriors. Let's give him 10 gems. This guy can have my death gems. 15 will do. And I have him set cast here because I'm hoping he can cast life after death. Maybe. This guy doesn't need to cast storm. You can have that. Storm, you can do summon storm power. And then you don't need to do this. Yeah, actually, yeah, you do. Let's keep you in the communion, and we'll do storm power, earth power, air shield, charge body, and mist form. Yeah, just in case the other spells don't go off. So that's fine. Earth power, storm power, thunder strike. We're going to keep that script. Earth power, storm power, thunder strike. In fact, we're going to copy it over to the other guys. Phoenix power, Phoenix pyre, flaming arrows. So this guy just moved. This guy's going to be involved in the next fight. He wasn't in the previous one, but he'll be on the outside. So we're going to have flaming arrows on our crossbows. And there's much less crossbows than there were. Let's see. So thunder strikes. So we're not summoning air elementals here. This guy's out of gems. We're going to let him summon storm power. You can't do marble warriors because you don't have gems. Maybe we can do legions of steel instead. That'll be fine. Thunder strike, because we don't have any air elementals left. Thunder strike. This guy doesn't have gems for power spheres or anti-magic, so we're going to make sure we put that on some other guys. Sabbath Master, Earth Power, Strength of Gaia, Elemental Fortitude, perfect. That's what we like to see. So, on the troops that we're bringing in, we need a Marble Warriors caster. Fire resistance needs water gems. This is going to be my only fire resistance guy, I think. So maybe you just cast that. That'll be fine. Sabbath Master and Creeping Doom. That's fine. We can do that. Communion Master, any magic, personal luck, resist magic. Let's get personal luck and do... does this need to come out really quick? Power of the Spheres, Astral Shield, resist magic. Astral Shield, let's do personal luck. Personal luck is enchantment. Pretty sure. No, it's alteration. get you some more gems. That'll be fine. Phoenix Pyre Flaming Arrows. That's good. Maybe you should be set to conservative gem usage. You should be set to conservative gem usage. Although we can do a few more Creeping Dooms. Earth Power, Strength of Gaia, Reinvigoration. Okay, that's fine. That's a little bit of a repeat, but those are important spells, so we can double up on them. This guy. No, we can blow through water gems like we're going out of style. I don't care. Sabbath Mass Slave. Okay, so we only have 9 slaves, so that's potentially a risk point in this. Marble Warriors casters right here. You still have 10 strength. We'll put you on conservative, save some of those. This guy is getting Soul Vortex and Vulnerability and Skeletal Body on the Communion, which is what he's here for, and then he's set to attack large monsters, which there might be some Fallen Angels for him to hunt. These things do 2x damage versus magic beans. We're just going to check that those things are magical right now. Fallen Angels, eh? Magic bean right there. Perfect. So, not that I think he'll kill one, because that would be hilarious. But he'll try. 60 damage if he hits. Yeah, he might kill one. If you watch the script here, the Phoenix Pyre is the thing we're worried about for the quick kill. It's invulnerability, Soul Vortex, Phoenix Pyre. So they're going to be Phoenix Pyred by the time that guy hits, unfortunately. But he's the only vampire I really want to send in. So he's going to get sent in, and he might die, and I might lose his items, and that would be upsetting. But that's Dominions. I did trim down the Communion to 4. Maybe I put these guys go back on. Yeah, I think that'll do. We'll leave them on. So Communion can be 6. That's just a little bit of insurance. We'll put these guys, spread them out a little bit. As you can see, the chaff is dwindling. Oh, not you. Not you either. Potentially you, though. The chaff has taken some serious pain here. Like, this is all we're bringing in. Oh, this needs to be in skirmish formation. This is important. So even though I'm taking the morale hit, it's important for me to spread my units out as much as possible. Because he's going to be doing gifts from heaven if he brings in the full core. We'll do this. That's fine. Beautiful. So, it could be an epic battle. He's got a bunch of Thanes, Long Dead Strogs. Oh, and it looks like his mage core is gone. Interesting. So are they here? No, those don't look like a mage core to me. Wolves and sages. Yeah, his mage cores are gone. Where does this guy keep his mages? There's no mages. How can you play Dominions and not have mages? Like, if I zoom in on mine, I guess it looks like just a pile of undead. Yeah, okay, mine looks like a pile of undead. But that's just me. I just have a lot of undead there. Do I have any undead that I'm not moving? Okay, perfect. In terms of, we're rounding out the forces here. This is 273, and we did damage the walls critically, so we're over halfway through. There's 345 here, so this is going to insta-pop. We got lots of room for supply. These raids can fail, and I won't even care. This raid would make me sad if I failed, but I don't think we're going to fail. Earth Power, Thunderstrike, Thunderstrike, Thunderstrike. Beautiful. I'll just see if this guy manages to land a Thunderstrike. We might need to reevaluate this nation. Nope, 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 nope. Thunderstrike. Not quite accurate. Maybe I cast aim. Maybe we change all of the scripts to include aim. Area of effect 1. There's another way to do this, I think. Give to flight, Thunder Ward. Is that really my only option? Is aim? I could do Wind Guide. Why am I not doing Wind Guide? Okay, screw aim. I can be inaccurate. If he brings in enough troops, it won't matter how inaccurate I am. But like, will I have units here? Why not just chalk a dozen air gems on this guy and do Wind Guide first. Wind Guide, Earth Power, Storm Power, aim, aim. Cast spells, conservative gem usage. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think that's the turn. Bringing in lots of excess gems. The only thing I'm not ferrying in, yeah, because either he's gonna fight me next turn, or he's not gonna fight me, and I'll be able to use all these gems the turn after that. The smartest thing he could do would be to gem bait. That would be the smartest thing. Also, the smartest thing I could do is research mass flight so that I can get off the ground before those earthquakes come in. That would be nice, but unfortunately it's not happening that quickly. I think that's the turn, guys. Thanks for watching. Just for a little context, I seem to be being left alone to fight Nemark, which is an extremely strange diplomatic situation at turn 67, to be allowed a 1 versus 1, like, without any other players interfering. Area has convinced the world to dogpile on Tonlipa. I convinced Issia to get out of that dogpile and go help Tonlipa. And maybe I'll be able to convince Timotala to do the same thing, because Area is actually probably the biggest threat. Issia is big, Tonlipa is big, but really, like, Area is around here, and he's pretty huge. So, basically, what I want to do diplomatically is extend the game to allow me to take another cap, maybe 2 if I can take that Dogbin. That'd be sweet. And keep going. Awesome, guys. That's a turn. Thanks for watching.